Welcome, Scorpio Sagittarius, to your May Astrodice reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope using only one house of the zodiac. Let's see what's going on with you. Best message, best house for the month. We've got the 12th house coming out with the sun, talking about that destiny, with some scorpion energy coming out. Nice. So, having the sun over here, the sun is that Leo energy coming out, and talking about your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny involved. Very nice. This is something that this is like a destiny, right? This is something that has to happen. This brings in blessings, though, too, being that the sun is that Leo energy also coming out. With that scorpion energy, the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Wow, it just seems like, there's something magical going on around you that is going to put you on this kind of destined path, but something kind of like unexpected, unrevealing, like something you need, I don't know, something you need to dig for. Something secretive is what I'm really getting out of that. Going straight into the 12th house. The 12th house is talking about, this is the area of your life that is overwhelming you. You yield to a greater cause of power. So anything that's overwhelming you, something that's secretive, something that needs to be revealed to really push you to the next limit over here, and is really coming through this month. We do have a lunar eclipse coming up around the 17th, I believe it is, of the month. So, that's when secrets really want to reveal themselves, really want to come out. So let's see what's going on. In the beginning of the month, middle of the month, end of the month is the situation. Let's see what's going on. Going underneath the sun, we have the King of Scrolls coming out. Ooh. Talking about that determination of learning and wanting to learn something. So it's definitely talking about you learning something at the beginning of the month. Something that's going to make you ascend the mountain. Something that's going to awaken your thoughts as well. So as we're talking about this, Scorpio, it's talking about ascending this mountain, moving you to the next level, learning something that's going to push you up to the top. Something that's going to come through the spring. This is, and for some of you, if you're in Australia, it is autumn time. Those of you in the Western Hemisphere area, it is springtime. So it's talking about, this is going to, not only that, but it's also going to spring you into action. But this is going to be very good from the spring to the autumn. From others of you in Australia, New Zealand, this is going to be from autumn to spring. Okay, so, but definitely this is the time where the blessings are really coming through, and there is something very important that you need to learn from this situation that is, going to really boost you. Really going to boost you up. So it's not time to worry. It's time to take action to really get you on this path to get past whatever's overwhelming you. Could be a love relationship that you would need to really learn and understand what this means. Wow. What is the destiny when it comes to love? What is a healthy relationship? What is this? Are you learning of this potential new love, of this Cancer, of this Pisces? This is a Cancerian card, and this is talking about this healthiness between, and it could even just be between you and yourself. But it's definitely taking you on kind of this spiritual journey of learning how to move. That's really what it is, just moving. Maybe how to, make a transition for yourself and really treat yourself, with more love, more self-care, and really feeling like that, and really escaping, And if you feel like you have a love that you've been holding really deep onto, it's also talking about letting that go, escaping that, allowing that to fall away so that you can do healthier things for yourself, and really learning how to, care for yourself in other ways and not having to worry, about whether, you know, I can have love. Does this person love me? However it is. So it's definitely talking about a lot of self-care and and in Venus right now, we're in Taurus, right? Where this is May, this is Venus area. We need to understand the goddess of love, beauty, abundance, and really holding tight to that energy, right? And really allowing the pleasures to come towards you, when it comes to love, through the spring and really offering you. And for some of you, you definitely have a Cancer or a Pisces coming through who definitely wants to offer you this love. And I just feel like you have to have this kind of self-care for yourself before really, taking this offer. What am I learning about this person? And maybe that's it too. Maybe you're learning about this person, but it also feels like you don't want to escape from going up this mountain. Do not allow this, whatever you're learning, to escape from you. Be responsible for your self-care, because this is really important to you and for you, when it comes to, really taking care of yourself, or allowing this love in, however it is. And if you're not ready for love, then, you're saying, no, I want the self-care for myself. I don't want somebody else. And that could be a huge possibility as well. But no matter what, you're going to learn from this situation in the beginning of the month. Okay. So getting straight to the mid-month over here. Going on about the 10th, which is my birthday. Yes, thank you. It's like, yes, thank you. Okay, so anyways, the time of the 10th through the mid-month is really when this lunar eclipse is really going to take part, right? And this is when we have the Queen of Scrolls coming in. Whoa, now it's saying you've learned. Wow, you've learned how to do this, and you're finding the love with the elements of the loving elements. Wow. Really finding the fun, really taking care of yourself and really nurturing yourself this month, during the mid-month. Wow. So whatever seemed like it was, I have to do this, this is what I need to do. It says you have the scrolls, you have learned from the situation. You might even have this other person who could be this water sign, this Pisces, or this Cancer coming through, who is actually showing you the loving elements. They're actually taking care of you and loving you, and there's no overwhelming anymore, because it's like all the overwhelming issues have actually seen the sun, and now you're feeling the blessings, and it seems like they're showing you a lot of fun, or you're showing yourself a lot of fun, and you have better commitments to yourself no matter what, right? However the situation is for you, the commitments that you're making towards these loving elements and really learning this self-care and this love is really coming through. I'm loving this. This is saying there's no more misunderstandings through myself or this, someone else. Maybe you were learning about this other person. Maybe they come back to you and they're having a reconciliation with you, and you guys are learning to communicate better, right? Being more thoughtful, more charming, to maybe just each other, for some of you. But this is getting yourself down to, the happiness of the elements during the month. And, not avoiding any relationships, actually taking the time to open up and, ground yourself, for that true happiness. Finding some fun. Play for the moment, right? Playing in the present, not worrying about the past or the future, for that matter, just actually enjoying the present. Yeah, because wherever there was bad messages, or it felt like things were not going the right way, it feels like you are ascending into the right direction, really finding your path of where you really need to be in this overwhelming situation, while really giving yourself a fresh new start and a fresh new outlook. Like I said, somebody might even be reconciling with you, and you're feeling that, you know, this is the fresh new start that we needed. No more bickering, no more this, no more that. We really are committed to each other, or this new relationship that's coming through. You know, we're on the same page, and I'm really loving that. And you having the Ten of Pentacles coming out on relationship is very successful. It's really showing the whining and dining over here. Whoa. If you really do have this reconciliation, this person's showing you a part of themselves that maybe they hadn't shown you in a long time or never have, or this new relationship. Otherwise, like I said, if it's with yourself, you're really treating yourself very nicely, not allowing yourself to have insomnia or any kind of, you know, just holding back and too many worries, really letting go of the backpack, we'll say. There's definitely a beautiful transition going on. But, you know, with the Scorpio is the Pluto, which is transition, you know, that beautiful butterfly effect in its own way. So, but I do feel like if you have this other person around you, they're very charming, very, you know, thoughtful. Really the whining and dining going on over here. Loving, fun. Wow. Summer through winter. Now you have like all the whole year. Now you have the whole year going on. Through the summer and the winter, you're really going to feel like there is a balance that you haven't felt in a long time. So as you're really learning to have the balance through the spring and the autumn, by the time winter and winter through the next summer, through the next summer, that would be 23, excuse me. That's a full year, you guys. We don't see that very often. We are playing with the Akashic cards, though, for a monthly reading, so it could literally do that. It's literally telling, you know how the Akashic cards are, they'll actually tell you the future. Because it's literally giving us a whole thing saying, in May is the deadline for you to find this balance within yourself, and you're going to feel it through the whole year. It's like today is the day to get this together. This is the way it plays. By the end of the month, you literally set yourself up for a whole year of balance. Whole year. So this summer, I mean, if we're in spring and this is summer, this, you see what I'm saying? This is through spring, through autumn, you're learning the balance. This is summer 2023. That's crazy. So it's saying by the end of the month, you've already set yourself up for a whole year of balance on how to do this, right? As long as you use patience and learn how to relax and not allow other things to get in your way, you should be able to do this for the next whole year. Then you won't feel like you have all this overwhelming areas within the 12th house for you know what I'm saying, for a year. It doesn't mean that things won't happen within the 12th house. It just means that that overwhelming feeling of what's going on within your life, you'll be able to contain it, learn how to do things with it, because you're learning how to protect it, how to love it, for a year. Wow. That's what it says. There's don't at 9, though. Okay. So you're literally setting yourself up this month for a whole year of balance. As much balance as you can, right? If you truly learn. Until the next, we always say until the next test comes, right? Yeah, because it's a fresh new start in the way that you're going to have your feelings and have the understandings of what's true when you're actually really uniting yourself with yourself for the peace. Here's the peace, as long as you know, you don't allow yourself to go back into where you were before, right? So literally setting yourself up for a year until you get the test. Balance yourself from anything that you felt that you were unpassionate about, but as long as you keep the passion alive and you keep doing what you're doing and really learn to keep the ball, keep assertive, and really keep yourself in your own power of the situation, you know, you won't have to do that until the next, and really separate yourself from painstaking error. You won't really have to do that because you'll find the inner peace in which you really need for the self-care, for the self-love, so you will not have to go through this downing situation of, I'm not good enough for you or myself or this or that or however it plays out. Okay, so it's definitely, you've learned, and, you know, the past will come back to always, you know, come through to teach you lessons, right? Because we have these lessons that we have to learn. Did you learn it? So it could come back during the summertime next year for the Mercury retrograde to say, did you learn this? Right? Sometime in Gemini, end of May next year. And it'll say, it'll play this out and it'll say, do you remember? Soul challenge with the blessings. Now, are you going to challenge yourself to actually, when this comes back up from the past, to actually learn from the blessings? Or are you going to return to, I can't remember where the 2 cups is? So, you know, you will have to face that challenge. We all do. It's the tests, you know, it's those karmic tests of the universe to make sure that we actually learn what we're supposed to be learning on our journey. That's what the whole idea of being alive is. So, you know, it's amazing. This is really amazing. So the end of the month is kind of like you're just really setting yourself up for a bigger, better journey. That's what the sun's talking about. Your destiny, the understanding, the test, the overwhelming situations. You know, really partnering yourself up for, you know, for the fun activities, the understanding of how life is, really enjoying life, realizing that life has tests, that everything's not just beautiful all the time. There are ups and downs, and it's kind of like you're going to be kind of focusing on that and kind of learning that through the Scorpio energy that's coming through. So by the time May 30th comes a lot, you're going to, you know, really start seeing these fresh new starts with the, you know, Ace of Cups, and really feeling like a new you. You know, you might even make new fresh ideas, have new fresh looks. That you know, in a lot of ways, we just don't want to feel like the old us. We want to feel like the new, fresh us, freshening things up. So no matter how you want to see it at the end of the month, something is going to happen where you're going to feel like you want to freshen up, you know, because it's really taking on this new growth within yourself of how you want to go and what you've learned along the way, really taking on the wellness of yourself. Wow. And, you know, if you have this fresh new love too, you know, you might want to feel like, you know, they make me feel different, right? And so therefore I want to be a little different, which is very good though, because it's showing, like I said, no matter what, it's still showing that growth. We all grow, we all kind of evolve. It's a part of our evolution. So very beautiful, my friends. Very, very beautiful. Okay, until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.